With more people rethinking their careers and looking for ways to retire early these days, the big question is, can you afford it? And how do you know if you're financially ready to step away from work? And in today's volatile market, what strategies can help you retire early without running out of money? Joining us today to break it all down are George Fossing and Zach Jenkins from North Star Financial.
A lot of clients that are engineers, and some are very stressful jobs.
Right.
A lot of responsibility with the engineers.
Yes.
I use them for an example because they just want to see if they can retire early. Not that they have to.
Right.
You know, my definition of retirement is knowing you can retire doesn't mean you have to.
Right.
Gives you that freedom in your
Yes.
head, right? It's not a bad thing. So knowing that number, if you will, that kind of seems to be the old adage, what's your number?
Right.
It's more like, what's the plan? You have a plan in place. We really stress the retirement red zone, which is...
Don't fumble.
Don't fumble, remember?
Yes,
okay,
I know,
inside the 20, you don't want to be dropping that ball.
Right.
And it's very critical right now that you know, you could sustain a market downturn. Somebody's looking, I want to retire. We see this all the time right now, as a matter of fact, people coming in from the program and saying, hey, we don't know if we think we can, but if they lost a lot of money right now in a market downturn, this happened in 08 and 09,
right.
when people just had to wait a couple of years to retire because their 401k dropped so much, and you can avoid that. And we want to go in there and show people, say, listen, you're good right now.
Yeah.
You can't afford to lose more. You don't need to make more necessarily. You can dial it back and still make a nice rate of return without this downside exposure. You need to be in front of that. It's really critical. Same thing the first few years in retirement. You're watching this, you're probably retired, and saying, okay, we're in good health. You're 67, 68, the next 20 years, how does it look?
Right.
Nothing worse than being 85, 90, and worrying about money.
So you've got some strategies that if people are thinking about the early retirement, what they can do for it to be successful.
Yeah, I think George really hit the first one there, know your number. You know, for a lot of people, you know, I've had this conversation with a husband and wife before where they're saying, hey, we don't know if we can, but we want to know. And you say, well, really the first thing you should do is really address your portfolio and maybe de-risk, because being down 20% would hurt you more than being up 20% would help. Market proofing your income, we talked about that last week. Not a lot of people have pensions anymore.
Right.
And you do not want to be stressed out, worrying about to generate the income you want, having to sell something at a loss, or if markets are down 20%, you know, where's my income going to come from? Do I need to reduce my lifestyle? I mean, most people that we work with, they have raised families, they've worked hard for everything they have, and they're ready to go when they retire. They want to have 5 to 10 years of those really go-go years while they still have that energy. We don't want markets to dictate whether or not they're able to fly first class or to go on this trip or that trip.
Right. I like that. And then something else you got to think about too, healthcare. That's got to play a role.
You know, Medicare doesn't cover your hearing, doesn't cover your dental, doesn't cover long-term care. So no going in what you're up against. You have to have money set aside for these things, and it's expensive.
Yeah.
So be aware of that, especially the long-term care aspect of it, Megan, because it's always, it's not going to happen to me, right?
Yeah.
And I forget how many hundreds of thousands of people diagnosed every year with dementia of some sort, right? You see this, and who's going to pay for this care? And just addressing it, I think, and having money set aside for this, or mitigating that risk, again, just take the worry away.
Social Security. This is the big one. People ask us all the time, should someone who retires early take it right away or wait?
Depends. It really depends.
Okay.
What are you, a politician?
I know, right? Yeah, no wrong answer.
You need to run the math. A lot of times when people come in, they'll say, well, I ran the math and my break even is around 81, right? That's what you'll find when you run the math. That's great to know the math, but there are other questions to ask, such as, do you have longevity? Does your spouse have longevity? You know, I've seen a couple wait on Social Security before for the husband because his benefit was greater, and he didn't have longevity, but his wife did. And you would have thought contradictory thinking would have been, you go ahead and take it because you might not live as long. No, he was preserving his benefit, wanted to continue to grow before he turned it on to preserve it for his wife if he passed away and she were to live another 15 or 20 years.
Smart. Like
you have to have, you want to have a plan.
This is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So.
And it's amazing how much of a tax benefit a good strategy can have when it comes to Social Security.
We know
just finish up with, just real quick on that. Be careful about advice from your neighbor. You know, and that's the big thing. Nothing against them, with respect, but be careful.
Yeah, because what works for them may not work for
Exactly.
you. Thanks, guys. Listen, if you're at home, if you're thinking it might be time to retire, or you're, even having that talk, let the team at North Star Financial help you out. They've got a great offer. If you're in or near retirement and have saved $500,000 or more, they will sit down with you for a complimentary early retirement review. Their team will personally analyze your savings, tax strategies, and market risk and help create a customized roadmap to retire sooner and more securely. Don't wait. This opportunity is limited. Call the number you see right now on your screen, 864-297-0762.